Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Adam floats a life-changing proposal, and Summer makes a big decision. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Crimson Lights, Chelsea tries to sell Summer on the idea of Sally stepping in for her, and says that after seeing the way she's been there for Adam during this Connor situation, she believes it's who she is as a person. Summer snarks that she had nowhere to go but up. She points out that she's not even in fashion anymore. Chelsea argues that she misses it and a fashion designer is who she is at heart. Summer's not keen on the idea. It's Sally. More spoiler back on set at Y&R. Summer appreciates Chelsea trying to find a fix, but she's going to have to think about it. Chelsea apologizes for the short notice on her leave of absence. Summer says it's not the only thing stressing her out. She's had to make a big decision and has to trust people she shouldn't have to. Summer urges Chelsea to get another drink. She has a lot to fill her in on. She tells Chelsea about Claire and how she and her Aunt Jordan were out to destroy the Newman family. The two of them poisoned basically my whole family. If Jordan weren't dead, she'd be trying to finish the job. The Newmans have forgiven Claire and now she's supposed to watch my kid. She gets that Claire was a victim, but she can't understand how they suddenly trust her. She has to protect her son. Chelsea thinks the Newmans must see something in her that gives them confidence. Maybe Summer will see it one day too. At Society, Adam asks Sally to be open to his idea. She's concerned given his tone. He says Chelsea's planning on taking a leave of absence for Marchetti, so he asked her to pitch her as her replacement to Summer. Sally points out Summer hates her. Adam wanted to help give her a shot to get back to her dream. He hopes he didn't do the wrong thing. Sally assures him she's not upset. Thinking of her amid all he's going through is amazing. Sally's surprised but thankful that Chelsea's on board, but she won't hold her breath. Chances of Summer wanting to work with her are slim to none. Adam thinks Summer might recognize this for the opportunity it is. Sally says it's great, but not likely. Switching gears, Adam tells Sally they deserve something special before he goes back to the East Coast. In the jazz lounge, Diane expresses concern over Jack given the developments with Ashley. He reassures her and they discuss his sister going to Paris. Tucker overhears and interrupts them. Jack tells him it's none of his business, you have nothing to do with this. Tucker says he has her best interests at heart and reminds them that she hit on him. Diane questions why he's suddenly being her hero. What's in it for you? Tucker still cares about her. He sits and says, so why don't you tell me what she's doing in Paris? Jack relents and explains that Alan seems to think that Ashley's issues stem from an incident that happened in Paris after the conflict with him. Do you have any clue as to what might have happened after? Tucker wishes he did, but he came right back to Genoa City after. Is Alan taking her there to face the trauma head-on? Jack nods. Tucker wishes her the best and will try not to run into her while he's there. Jack gawps, you're going to Paris as well. Tucker nods. Diane snaps, what is wrong with you? Tucker says his trip was already planned. Jack is sorry he gave him information. He doesn't trust him not to interfere. Tucker insists the last thing he wants to do is muddy things for her. If she's serious about this. Her decisions haven't been set in stone lately. Jack snarls that he doesn't get to question Ashley or anything about her life. It's none of his business. Jack warns him to keep this to himself. Tucker informs Jack he's part of the problem. He's part of the reason Ashley didn't get the attention she needed when she needed it. Tucker wants her to beat this thing and go back to being the person she was. Do you? He walks away, and Jack fumes to Diane. If he does anything to jeopardize her recovery, Diane thinks they should give him the benefit of the doubt. Jack complains he could do real damage now that Ashley has finally agreed to get help. Seeing him in Paris would trigger her immediately. At the Abbott house, Harrison tells Claire he had the best day, hugs her and goes upstairs. Claire and Kyle discuss Summer coming around. Claire's not convinced it's a done deal. Why should Summer trust her? On paper, she shouldn't be anywhere near a kid, or an adult. If Summer can't overlook her history, she gets it. Kyle's phone dings and he tells Claire that Summer's on her way over to talk. At Adam's place, Sally tells Adam that dinner was perfect. He says, "So are you." She'll miss him, and her heart will be with him. Adam admits he's tense about going. He has a pit in his stomach. It feels like forever since they've seen Connor. He worries whether their trip will help or set him back. That's the last thing he'd want. Sally urges him not to create negative scenarios. If it wasn't a good idea, the doctors would tell them. She's sure Connor misses them and this will lift his spirits. Sally warns if they are tense, Connor will know it. He just needs to be the father he adores. Adam loves her for saying the right thing, among other things. They kiss and canoodle. After sex, Adam says something just hit him. Something potentially great, but that depends on you. Sally asks, "What is it?" Adam asks her to move in with him. He makes his pitch. Sally isn't arguing any of it, but they don't have to discuss it when he's getting ready to go out of town. He suggests she move in while he's away and redecorate, if she wants. Sally tells him it's a really big decision. Adam knows they have housekeeping at the club, but there's no place like home. She says that's a loaded word. Adam says it's something constant you can trust. He knows it's a very big step. Sally doesn't need her own closet and key. "I'm not going anywhere." Adam wants her to know she can count on him. Sally says that sounds beautiful, but she'll take a moment to think about this and she wants him to do the same. Adam sighs, "Take all the time you need, but just know how much this means to me." This would give her a place to call home. Summer arrives at the Abbott mansion and Kyle tells her Harrison is upstairs. Today was a massive success. Summer's glad and she wants to follow up on their conversation in the park. She asks Claire what she would do in case of an emergency. She would call 911 and then her and Kyle. She took CPR in high school. She's also been doing extensive research on childcare. She knows Harrison needs a schedule and she would have to stick to it. She suggests after-school activities. Summer can see she's put a lot of thought into it and has done her homework. Claire understands that he's been traumatized and she can relate to the abandonment he must have felt with Tara and Ashland. They've done a great job with the resilient little boy, who is a testament to their love. At Crimson Lights, Sharon spots Chelsea on the patio and asks how things are with her and with Connor. Chelsea says they're rocky and she's not sure how much rockier they're going to get. After she's explained they're going to see Connor, she says she's torn between excitement and absolute terror. Chelsea says she's missing Billy, who keeps her grounded. Sharon gives her a pep talk. Chelsea tells her Adam has surprised her during this journey. Sharon feels that when he lets himself care, he has a lot more to offer than he realizes. She loves this for them. Adam can really rise to the occasion just when you need it most. At the Abbott mansion, Summer tells Claire she appreciates the research she's done on Harrison's behalf. He's suffered a lot of loss and they want to nurture his joy. Claire feels like they've bonded after everything they've been through. She was hoping Summer would change her mind about her, which is why she did the research, but also because this is her career path. To be honest, I'm envious of how lucky he is to have such loving and supportive parents. Summer and Kyle grin. "You don't have to lay it on so thick," Summer says. Claire means every word of it. She would have given anything to grow up with supportive parents and knowing where she belongs. In Tucker's suite, Audra video calls him and complains about him tracking her every move. Tucker tells her she walked away from him, so she walked away from everything. Audra says they are done, but she and Glissade are not. Tucker tells her if she really thinks that's how it's going to play out, she's sadly mistaken. Audra fumes that he's stalking her. She warns that he'd better call off whoever is watching her. Tucker insists someone called him and gave him the heads up about her meeting. That's why he canceled the meeting. He canceled the meetings with the companies Glissade acquired as well. She walked away from him and has nothing to do with Glissade now. Audra snaps, "We'll see about that," and disconnects. At the Abbott mansion, Summer decides she would like to offer Claire the nanny position, on a trial basis. Harrison comes downstairs, gets the news, and hugs Claire. Jack and Diane come in, get updated, and Jack congratulates Claire and welcomes her. In his apartment, Adam looks at a photo of Connor and looks upward. "Please just help my son make it through this thing and get better." He asks for Chelsea to have the strength to get him there. They deserve that and so much more. Please. Sally watches, unseen, from the stairs.